Welcome to Best Buds Gardening. I'm Julie. Today, let's learn how to grow black oil sunflowers. First of all, you probably won't find a package of black oil sunflower seeds at the store in the seed rack next to the tomato and pepper seeds. The easiest and cheapest place to get a hold of them is in a package of birdseed. That's because humans don't usually consume these seeds, but birds love them. Well, I've got 3 parrots that like their snacks. And even if I didn't, the flowers are beautiful. They were the big hit in my garden this year, with all the neighbors curiously watching them day by day. So let's get started. After we secure our package of birdseed, we're going to soak our black oil seeds for about 12 hours. Then into a damp paper towel inside a baggie somewhere warm, 80 degrees or so for a couple of days. We're going to make a hole about an inch deep and set our germinated seed inside. Then we're going to gently cover him up and give him a drink to settle him in. Sunflowers aren't picky about the type of soil they grow in, but if you start them out in straight compost, you won't have to do a thing except for keeping them watered. And they like 6 to 8 hours of sun per day. About 5 days after planting, one of our little guys has hatched. About 4 days later, he's got his first set of true leaves. These guys grow pretty fast. Here's another little guy, only 1 month old. I live in Kansas, and it's pretty common to have 40-mile-an-hour winds on any given day, or even most days. So I'm going to tie Mr. Sunflower to my trellis with a pipe cleaner. I don't want to strangle him. I just want to keep him from blowing over. As Mr. Sunflower grows taller, I'll move my tie up. About 2.5 months after Mr. Sunflower hatched, we see this on top. This will be his magnificent bloom. The next day, he looks like this. And here he is 2 days after that. Now, black oil sunflowers are usually second-generation hybrids, so it might be a little bit of a crapshoot as to what you get. You might get a single very large head, and you might get several smaller heads. The inside part of a sunflower is made up of hundreds of individual teeny tiny flowers. Black oil sunflowers don't attract honeybees, but they do attract sweat bees. Here are several sweat bees busy pollinating our sunflower. It will take about 6 days for our sunflower to completely bloom out. And by the way, look up what Fibonacci numbers are. Sunflowers are math geniuses too. After reaching full bloom, Mr. Sunflower will remain in bloom for a week or 2. Then the petals will start to wither and fall off. Mr. Sunflower will, in most cases, start to bow his head down as a natural defense against the birds. But your seeds aren't ready quite yet. At this point in time, I cover Mr. Sunflower with something breathable so that the birds can't get to my developing seeds before I do. Now, this next part takes an enormous amount of patience because we still have 2 or 3 weeks left to go. So keep watering your sunflowers. It might look like they're dying, but they're not. They've just entered the second stage of their lives, seed production. Okay, we're finally here. About 120 days after planting, what we're looking for is yellowing on the back of the sunflower. If the back is still green, wait. The seeds aren't mature yet. This guy is bowing his head. So if we take off our little twisty tie, we're going to take a look at the back of him, and we have yellow. So he's ready to cut. We're going to keep Mr. Sunflower covered, and then we're just going to put a little twisty tie around a piece of cut off leaf. And then we'll hang Mr. Sunflower to dry for a few days. After a few days of drying, we can remove all those teeny tiny flowers in the center by simply rubbing them off with our fingers. And underneath all those little flowers are our seeds. Then we can just take a container and take our thumb and kind of rub it around in a circle, and the seeds will just pop right out. If your seeds aren't coming out, let the sunflower dry for a couple more days. There's something really satisfying and calming about de-seeding a sunflower head. I think you'll really enjoy this. And look at all the free seeds you'll get to plant next year. Sunflower seeds are viable for 1 year. One final note on sunflowers. Any kind of sunflower. They are toxic to other plants, so don't plant anything else near them. Here are some green beans that were planted next to sunflowers. As you can see, the green beans never stood a chance. Okay, happy black oil sunflower growing. Let me know how your story goes. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to see more gardening videos.